What's up, everybody? This is Zenith Kisare, the Archangel Feather. I am back with another Angel Feather replay for you today, and as I promised you a few videos ago, I said I was going to bring out some more replays with my main deck, DNAngel Feather, previously named the Crimson Graver deck. So I'm going to deliver today by taking DNAngel against a deck that typically has a very hard advantage against Angel Feathers, and that was Narukami, specifically Brawlers. Today's game was against Big Bang Knuckle Dragon, and so there was already a serious disadvantage there in having Metatron for my first grade 3, so I immediately go into Gavriel. And as you're going to see in the upcoming turns, we're going back and forth. He tries to force me to go to grade 3 first, but I counter with my own grade 2 rush as well to keep it from happening. So being that my grade 2 rush involved Broken Heart, he went ahead and went into grade 3. I feel he did that because, number one, he knew I wasn't going to let him get the first stride, and number two, he wanted to get rid of that Broken Heart. And it would probably be easier for him to get rid of Broken Heart and cost me more shield if he went to grade 3 with the Twin Drive. So, now the thing about Narukami, the reason why they have such a hard counter to Angel Feather is that Angel Feathers don't really plus very often. Prior to Gavriel, we had maybe 2 plussing units, which was Armoros and DNAngel, and neither one were effective enough to get up to Narukami level. So the big thing for me was that I had to fight with short bursts rather than building up my field, because Narukami was not going to let me build my field up. And I got fortunate enough that because I run stand triggers, I got to launch more than enough attacks in later parts of the game to force his defenses. And as you can see, I did use Azrael so I can grab a Sentinel because I knew he was going to go into stride, and he wipes out my field as a result and puts me to 5 damage. He tells me I probably would have been better off if I went into Blizza to get my Generation Break 2, but it would have only saved me a little bit of shield, and it wouldn't have necessarily forced a Sentinel in the long run of things. Uriel was more prone to force a Sentinel because not only did he have to worry about a critical being at 4 damage, but he also had to worry about me calling a new unit if I did land a successful hit. In fact, if I would have went into Blizza, he probably would have dropped 10,000 shield to guard Medical Bomber and absorb the Blizza attack. And I probably would have been out of counterblast at the time too. I didn't want to risk all of that. So going into Uriel was the better choice. Forcing early Sentinels for this deck is vital. And he tries to encourage me on my first Raphael turn to bring out Broken Heart. But this time I'm going to hold that Broken Heart because the first one, while it was a fodder piece, this time I can't afford to risk a fodder for a unit that might put out a lot of advantage later. Broken Heart boosting the Vanguard circle as well as itself is pretty powerful stuff, obviously. That's why everybody wants to take out Broken Heart first. Now, because I was able to get enough Life Roast to boost Million Ray to 23,000, he goes to 5 damage, which is where I want him at, because now every attack is a lethal attack. He has to guard everything. And so by now I think that the voiceover has probably gotten behind. He strides into Conquest Dragon and takes out Million Ray. Now my field is wiped out of rear guards, but I have Generation Break 2, so I take his Big Bang rear guard attack to push to 5. Thankfully I got that Sunny Smile, so now I'm at 18,000 for the defense and survive the turn. And with the amount of shield that I've got, it's clear that it's kind of one-sided now, in that I've got all the defense. I just need to keep momentum with my offensive. So I stride into Raziel to get the Broken Heart out of the damage zone as well as the Medical Bomber, because while Bomber won't have a booster, it still has a 9,000 power to attack the Big Bang rear guard that's at 9,000 power, which helped me to wipe out some of his shield. Now, when Raziel gets his attack in, because he's the last one to attack, I am lucky enough to hit double stand trigger. I could not believe my eyes, neither could my opponent. So with that double stand, it forced the remainder of his shield. He's used up all 4 Sentinels at this point. So even though he still has Legion to help keep an offensive going, but I've already got so much defensive power, my Broken Heart is on the field with next to no risk of being taken out, so I guard it, defend my Vanguard, and then in the final turn, which I don't know if we're at this point yet. I know my voiceover is probably slowing my computer down again, but my I'm going to be putting in annotations in the video at given points so you guys can see the things that are going on. And of course, like always, I will have the link in the description below for this replay. So if you have Card Fight Area, you can download the replay and watch it for yourself at your own speed and take in everything that's going on. But my final turn, I go into Blizza because I know he's out of Sentinels, and while he's out of Sentinels, I also have to worry about heal triggers, but ultimately it didn't even matter because I ended up hitting a critical, so he wouldn't have had enough heals to survive anyway. But ultimately, this was a very lucky game for me, hitting enough stand triggers to keep momentum going. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, do a little happy dance. I'm not judging you. So I will continue to try and get some more DNAngel Feather replays out for the future. But until next time, this is Zenith Kisare, the Archangel Feather, signing out.